Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is MrHurriicane, and this is the Minnesota Twins franchise on MLB The Show 17. We pick things up still in the first month of Season 2. I've been really impressed with our pitching, but some timely hitting last episode helped us get a couple more victories, as we have started off the season better than I expected. Now, we still have our issues, and we're leaving some games on the field, like that finish there, the walk-off walk against the Royals. And obviously, this team still has a long way to go, especially with where the hitting is at right now. Miguel Sano is over 300, but when it comes to the starters, nobody else is batting over 243. Everybody seems to be slumping outside of Miguel Sano and Jorge Polanco. I didn't think in this season we'd have the pitching be a strength and the hitting be an issue, but that's how this year has began. So let's head out east. A series at Fenway against the Boston Red Sox. The Twins are 7-5. There are the numbers. Batting average, one of the worst teams, but ERA, number 7. The Red Sox have not played very well in the first 12 games of the season, but we know they have the talent to turn things around. It's another chance for us to see Steven Gonzalez on the mound, who has had 2 good starts so far, but now a test against the Red Sox. Here is Mookie Betts in the first inning as he pops this to Brandon Phillips over at second base. We're seeing a lot of weak contact off Gonzalez here early. Bogaerts does get a hold of this, but a fly out to left field is no problem. On the mound for Boston, they had Rick Porcello. And I was hoping this would be the game where our lefties start to turn things around, but Max Kepler gets underneath this and it's a lazy pop-up at short. Kepler has hit the ball hard so far, but he's always hitting it at somebody. 2 down as Porcello was cruising in these first couple innings, but Brandon Phillips gets a good piece of this and sends it into center for a base hit. That brings up Joe Mauer, and he will swing at the first pitch, but this will not sneak through, and the great throw is in time to retire Mauer. Let's go on to the third, a 2-2 count for Eddie Rosario as he gets hit by a breaking ball right in the thigh, and he'll take his place at first base. So BUXTON then trying to advance him, but that changeup gets him out in front, and the curveball. Down low, Buxton swings and misses. Porcello's breaking pitches were working very well for him in these early innings. Polanco then gets a piece of this and sends it into left field as he reaches again and continues swinging the bat pretty effectively. So a chance for Miguel Sano as he gets the hanging breaking ball, but he sends it right up into the night sky, and Xander Bogaerts handles that in the outfield. This game moved by very quickly in the early frames. Gonzalez here at 28 pitches in the third, getting the strikeout. That changeup has been so nasty for him this season. Here is the sequence in this at-bat as he's able to use a variety of pitches in different locations to get the 4-pitch strikeout. Gonzalez has been very impressive. 2 down, here's Dustin Pedroia sending this to center, and Buxton handles that. So 3 innings, not much offense here in Boston. Max Kepler in the fourth trying to change that, sending this to the green monster in left field, but it won't quite reach. Tracked down right near the wall. Daniel Palka had the chance to DH in this game. Here he is with 1 down in the fourth, and he'll take that breaking ball into left center, down for an extra base hit. He hasn't gotten to play a lot so far in this young season, but he's showing that he deserves a few more opportunities. A chance now to score the game's first run. Mauer 2 down, again going out to the monster, but it won't reach. The Twins try their best to go to left center field, go 1 for 3 in the process, and end up with no runs. So bottom 4, this is Andrew Benintendi down the line and left. Rosario can't cut it off, and Benintendi will end up with the double. Red Sox move him over, then Xander Bogaerts. Base hit past Miguel Sano, and the game finally sees the first run. Here's how Gonzalez responds. Batter is Hanley Ramirez. Checks his swing, fastball called. Checks his swing, went around. And the strikeout on the knuckle curveball. Another check swing. Has to be a very frustrating at-bat. 2 down for Gonzalez, but the inning would not end there. After a couple more hits, the Red Sox end up getting another one home. Buxton's throw not quite contesting this. So the Red Sox make it 2-0 as we go on to the 5th. Just 46 pitches in the game for Porcello. Again, we're going out to deep left. Rosario gives it a ride, and this will smack off the wall, and Rosario is just in ahead of the throw with the double. That brings up Jason Castro, and he'll jump all over this first pitch. Lace to right, runners at the corners, and nobody down for the Twins. Here's their chance to get their scoring going. Byron Buxton, though, pops up a pitch, and this won't make it very far. One down. Next up is Jorge Polanco batting in the 2 spot, and he strikes out on the changeup low. Porcello was able to keep his pitches down and get us out in front quite often. And then Miguel Sano with 2 down. Another pop-up. And after back-to-back hits, the Twins get nothing. You have to take advantage of those opportunities, and the Twins couldn't. So in the 5th, here's a double into the gap in right center as the Red Sox offense finally found their groove. Gonzalez began strong, but in the 4th inning, it quickly went downhill. Benintendi then ripped to left center, down for another extra base hit, and the Red Sox make it 3-0. I wanted to see how Gonzalez would handle the trouble in these middle innings, and he did get a big strikeout here on Mookie Betts. He doesn't like the call, but now 2 down for the Red Sox. 1 strike away, and Bogarts to right, down for another double. And this was what concerned me. After 3 straight extra inning games before this series, our bullpen was gassed. I didn't call anybody up. I wanted to see Gonzalez hopefully go deep into this ball game. And while he wasn't playing great, I had to keep him in just to keep the bullpen fresh. And a Brandon Phillips error here in the 6th inning did us no favors. The Twins never turned this game around and ended up losing it by a score of 6-1. Gonzalez had his worst start of his 3 so far with 6 innings, allowing 10 hits, 4 runs, and just the 4 strikeouts. The Red Sox ended up scoring in 4 straight innings as Rick Porcello gave them 8 1/3 with 10 strikeouts. That was a tough first night in Boston, but we win the 2nd game 3-2. Going into the rubber match, Irvin Santana on the mound got out to a really poor start. A 1st inning home run by Jackie Bradley, then followed up by another run, and in the 2nd, Santana gave up more. I probably didn't have to in this game, but I wanted him to pitch through the struggles and not put too much pressure on the bullpen. I mean, 6 runs in the first couple innings, that was already a lot of trouble, but the Twins did make an effort to get back into things. A home run from Miguel Sano, then a bases-loaded chance here for Eduardo Escobar. Unfortunately, a jam pop-up is not going to bring home any runs. Twins down 3. Tom Wilhelmsen comes into the game, and the trouble continues. Wilhelmsen had a really poor outing, and the Twins just had to get through this one. Red Sox end up winning big and taking the series 2 out of 3, as the Twins' hitting did not perform well in Fenway. They only scored 7 runs in 3 games. It was also a step backward for the pitching. So this is where I wondered, is our good start going to fall apart here? Down at AA, impressive outfielder Johnny Sandoval did suffer a minor injury. And then we began a new series against the Chicago White Sox. First up, getting shut out, 5-0. Again, the offense staying in their slump. In the 2nd game, however, 15 hits and 9 runs, as once again we beat Miguel Gonzalez. On the mound in this game, we got a good start from Jesse Chavez. Jose Barrios then suffers an injury that's going to have him miss a couple starts with a sprained elbow. The Twins end up taking that series from the White Sox with a 6-1 victory in the 3rd game. Gonzalez came back with 5 innings and 7 strikeouts, but dealt 5 walks in the process. We then split a couple games against the Tigers, and we'll head into Game 3 now with Fernando Romero, whose last start was that 5-0 loss against the White Sox in the previous series. But here's a chance for Minnesota to get their 2nd straight series victory and collect these little wins along the way here in the rebuild. Romero just 0-2 so far, but a 3.86 ERA with 22 strikeouts. Here is Jose Iglesias at bat. He falls behind 0-2 and chases a wild slider well outside there from Romero. And that brings up the powerful Miguel Cabrera to look at that front door slider. Full count here. They had a good battle, as Cabrera's at-bat went 10 pitches, but ended with another front door slider, swing and a miss. 2 Ks in the opening frame for Fernando Romero. For the Twins, they were facing Michael Fulmer in this matchup. Here's a drive out to left from Jorge Polanco, giving this a ride, but it's ultimately caught by Justin Upton. Miguel Sano's average is at .329. It's good to see that at least he's playing well on offense. And Sano gets a hold of this, but that'll be a fly out in center field. Back to Romero in the second inning, and he gets the fastball here on the outside. 2-2, no problem. Strikeout on JD Martinez. I'm liking all these swinging strikes that Romero is getting. 3-2 to Alex Avila. He'll hit this off the ankle of Romero, and the ricochet allows him to reach first base. That was the first hit for Detroit. Next batter, Justin Upton finds a pitch to drive out to the deepest part of the yard, and there's no chance it'll contain a blast like that. No doubt from Justin Upton, a mammoth home run as Detroit takes a 2-0 lead. Just trying to finish off the inning, he does get the strikeout on Nick Castellanos and gets his 5th on Drew Stubbs, but the pitch count was a concern at this point. Into the second, leading off is Max Kepler. How about this one? Moonshot to right. Gone. Finally got to see Kepler get a hold of one. I thought he hit well in the first couple series, but he was kind of getting unlucky. Fast forward to now, there's no time for that. The offense is lagging way behind expectations. But this is the kind of hitting this team is looking for. And it actually hits a flagpole here. I had no idea that could even happen. So 2-1 ball game as we'll go into the third. A couple on board here for Detroit. And a fly ball out to right. They'll make Kepler run a bit. And that'll advance a runner, giving Detroit runners at the corners with one down. With Miguel Cabrera at bat, I didn't want to see us really attack him much. There were some close pitches. Ultimately, I was okay walking him here to get to JD Martinez. Romero gets the slider there low, but a full count. Gotta stay composed. And we get the ground ball to short, 6-4-3, double play to end the inning. And that was big, especially with Romero's pitch count already approaching 60. It's 67 here in the fourth as he gets a strikeout on Avila. But I was worried about how much he'd have left in the tank once we got to the middle of this game. Justin Upton follows up his home run with a base hit, gets moved over, and now 2 down. 0-2 count, and the strikeout again, 96-mile-per-hour heat. Continuing with the young Twins pitcher into the fifth. Here is a fly ball into left, as Romero completes 5 innings, only allowing that home run, but he used up a lot of pitches and his day had to end there. Might be asking, where's the Twins hitting? Well, you saw the only hit they had to this point, that Max Kepler home run, and as Fulmer hits Mauer, he then had more hits than the Twins offense. He already hit Rosario earlier in the game. Escobar then to deep left. That's not gonna do it. So 2 down for Minnesota. Here is Eddie Rosario. He was hitting his first plate appearance. Trying to come through here, get some revenge. A fly ball into left center. Not gonna have the carry. Just 1 hit through 5 innings for Minnesota. And in the 6th, they turn things over to Tyler Duffy for his 8th appearance on the season. And he got out to a very impressive start. Quick ground ball here handled by Joe Mauer. Then with 2 down, going after Avila with the curveball. Gets ahead. Finishes him off with the cutter. Just 6 pitches in the 6th for Tyler Duffy. Twins offense trying to get more than just 1 hit. And Jason Castro breaks the slump with a line drive into left center field. 1 on for Jorge Polanco. He wants to send this out to right, but it's slicing foul. And it falls in that first row of seating. 2-1 count. There's a line drive to left center field. Down for extra bases. Castro racing toward third, and he will go home, looking for the tie. Castro, safe at home, Twins tie it at 2. Another big hit from Polanco. Max Kepler trying to give the Twins the lead. Polanco 90 feet away, but a pop-up is not going to get the job done. A lot of jam fly balls from the Twins in this game. The game remained tied going into the 8th. Tyler Duffy looking for his 3rd inning of work. 2-2 count. Ooh, cutter off the plate, so a full count. And the strikeout on Ian Kinsler. He doesn't like the call. 1 down. And with a 1-2 count, grounded to Sano. On to second, Twins turn 2. Great 3 innings here from Tyler Duffy, just what this team needed. Now in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Twins bring Daniel Palka off the bench to pinch hit for John Jay. Trying to see if the power hitting lefty can come through. But meanwhile, these pitches weren't even coming close. Palka ends up drawing the very easy walk, and he then goes right back to the dugout as Byron Buxton will pinch run. Was supposed to be his off day, but he'll have to run a little bit for us. Miguel Sano steps in with 2 down. And Buxton goes right away. Fastball's in there, no shot at getting Buxton at second. Now in scoring position. The 0-1 Sano. Ripped past third base into left field, base hit. And Buxton goes around to score. Twins take the lead. I have been waiting so long for this combo of Buxton and Sano to work together. Now this was obviously in a very different fashion with him pinch running. But I've just consciously thought throughout this series, how many times has Sano even driven in Buxton? These 1 and 3 hitters should be complementing each other a lot better. I hope to see that much more often moving forward. Let's go into the 9th. 5 saves on the year for Glenn Perkins. 1-run lead. Can he shut it down? Miguel Cabrera. Not an easy out at this stage of the game. 1 and 2. Slider taken. You know it's not going to be easy. But Cabrera will wave at the fastball and come up empty. 1 down, now Martinez. Good fastball on the corner. Full count, got him to wave at a high fastball. Martinez down for the 2nd out. It's up to Alex Avila. And he grounds it to Joe Mauer. He steps on first. And the Twins win and take the series from the Detroit Tigers. Again, it wasn't a great victory for us. The offense is still certainly slumping, but we've come through in enough big situations to continue what has been a surprising start. Again, here's a look at the rankings for this team. One of the worst hitting teams, but one of the better pitching teams at the same time. We're just going to jump into one more game here. Perkins trying to close out a game against Cleveland. Encarnacion gets a hold of it, but it won't have a chance. Rosario makes the catch after impressive hang time. That would have been a great punt. But the Twins win another one. A little 3-game winning streak here as the Twins also take first place in the American League Central. Just 22 games into the season, but still pretty cool to see the team in this position at this point. Here is a look at our schedule so far through Season 2 as we are rounding out the first month here very shortly. We have a lot of road series up ahead, so we'll see how long the Twins can stay above 500 and keep playing decent baseball. We definitely need to see that hitting get better. We only have 85 runs in 22 games. No one's going to be impressed with that. But for now, we're 13-9, and I'm very happy with that. If we look at numbers to this point, Miguel Sano is at 5 home runs and 13 RBIs, a fairly strong start for him. I like to see Daniel Palka get some more playing time and perhaps some starts in the outfield if Rosario and KEPLER continue to slump. Pretty much everybody else is in a cold streak at the moment, so I might try out some different players and might have to get creative if things don't turn around for them. We have our standout pitchers, of course, and Tyler Duffy has done a great job pitching a lot of innings from the bullpen. Down at AAA, Justin O'Connor is a player to keep an eye on. I know he hasn't been starting, but I think he will soon. And Cole Stewart has a sub-1 ERA, and I cannot wait to see how he develops. He's at 27 innings so far, he's 4-0, and he's just been untouchable. Yadier Alvarez is also playing well and keeping the walks down. At AA, Willie Ordonez is hitting .391. He'll likely get his chances at AAA this season. It has not taken long for the 19-year-old to impress. Mitch Garver, Johnny Sandoval, and Carlos Rodriguez are also doing well. Gary Tadano is 4-0 on the season. Maxwell Fowler is 0-2, but his ERA is 2.5. I guess he hasn't gotten the run support in his starts. Hopefully that changes. Right now, the Twins are in first place, as are the Rochester Red Wings, and the Lookouts are in second at 13-8. So right now, I feel like we're in a good position with this team, and I've enjoyed the start to Season 2. Cannot wait to get back to more Twins franchise soon. Please leave your feedback down below in the comment section. If there are any players in the organization you would like to see help our offense out, let me know down below in the comment section. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Also, subscribe to the channel. and I will see you all next time. Have a great day.